Hope you're fired up. Those of you that just got on, hopefully, right, you picked up some things in there. Hopefully, these are the seeds that are being planted for you to go out and design your ideal life, to get to the life you don't need a break from. What we've been talking about to build the capacity, because that's what this process is, y'all. This is about you becoming stronger, you becoming more mentally tough, you becoming more emotionally intelligent, you growing the capacity to handle the things that are coming your way, that you're asking for, this life that you're asking for, this health, these finances, these relationships, this business, whatever you're asking for, the peace, the fulfillment, the joy, whatever you're asking for, you have to have the capacity to handle it. And right now, you're not the person, we're not the people that we need to be to get to the life that we're asking for. So we got to go to work. We got to go be intentional. These videos, the things that I show you, again, and I share with you so that it can plant a seed and you can go off and water this seed. A lot of this stuff are reminders, but it's stuff you have to hear over and over again to get it through your mind, to reprogram your brain. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So even if you know some of this stuff, are you doing what you know? That's the work, ladies and gentlemen. That's the intentionality. That's how we have to get after this thing. Some things I wrote down. Life will get harder. You hear me say it all the time. You heard it in the beginning of that video. Life will get harder. I always tell people life does not get easier. We get stronger or not. That's the choice. Life knocks you down. Life will constantly, it's a fight, y'all. It's a fight. That's why scripturally it says we are to put on the full armor of God in the morning. Why? Because it's a battle. It's like you have to go into it like a battle. Life, you have to go into it knowing that it's going to get harder. There's going to be more stress. There's going to be more hurt. There's more of everything as you get older. It's just more. When life throws the punch, when life throws the haymaker, when it knocks you down, how quickly do you get back up? For the masses, not us, for the masses, the majority of the people, people in your family, people around you, like the masses, there will come a time that they get hit and they don't get back up. They choose to not get back up. What does that look like? It looks like the self-defeating talk. It looks like the I tried, this didn't work, the victim mentality, that let me just stay where I am. Well, at least I have this. Like that is the signs of someone that got knocked down and is choosing to not get back up. They're waving the flag. Like, hey, I'm not going to keep fighting this fight. This was too hard. I had this thing happen in life. Somebody really close to me passed away. I got this health challenge. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at right here. This is where I'm gonna end up. Not us, not the people that want to go after their ideal life. It's you get knocked down 8 times, you get back up nine. You get knocked down nine, you get back up 10. Sometimes it's a little bit slower to get back up, but you will always get back up. It's the resiliency that allows you to build the capacity to handle what you're asking for. This is all a part of the process. This is how you get mentally tough. This is how you get emotionally tough. Like this is how it works. You have to go through the tough stuff. You have to go through the trials and you got to keep getting back up. Life is going to get harder, but you get stronger. Always remember that. Like you have the ability to get stronger. And that's what changes things. You got to take full ownership of your life. You've heard me say this over and over again. If it is to be, it's up to me. If you're going to make something happen, you got to make it happen. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to help. No one's coming to rescue you. No knight in shining armor, ladies, is coming to just be like, oh, I'm just going to take all your problems away. That's not the way this thing works. You got to get to work. You got to take ownership for your life and say, hey, I'm going to make this thing happen. And it's going to come with me getting more mentally tough, more emotionally tough, more spiritually right, right? Like in alignment. That's what it's going to take. But again, we can do it. You got to make a decision. That's what I wrote down. You got to make a decision to do these things. You got to make a decision to change your health. It's just a decision. Sure, you follow through on the decision with action, but like it starts by making the decision. I'm going to get healthy this month. I'm going to get healthy this year. I'm going to fix my finances this year. Like whatever the decision is, you just make the decision. and then you start doing the actions necessary. That's what it means to take ownership of your life. A lot of times, though, ladies and gentlemen, you got to talk yourself through this thing. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So you gotta talk yourself through these things. That's why when you hear Eric Thomas say, "I can, I will, I must," like these are affirmative statements. These are ways you talk yourself through the valley seasons, the hard times, when you're climbing the mountain. When I have more intense workouts, when I'm working out, I don't need a trainer to work me out to push me. I talk myself through it. I talk myself through it. I have great self-talk in many areas. There's sometimes I don't, like all of us, but in most areas I have really good self-talk. I was just working out this morning. I'm in this kind of rep thing where I'm doing squats and push-ups and dips, and I just keep adding five every day. So I'm on day like 17 or something. So right, I'm doing whatever that comes out to be, 70 dips and stuff, right? And towards the end of it, it gets a little tough, and I talk myself through it, like just naturally. I'm like, man, you're such a stud, Chris. Man, two more. Man, you're almost there. Man, you're killing it. Like I say these things to myself, and inevitably I get through it. What if you did that in your day-to-day life, not just working out? What if you did that in your day-to-day life? It's like you're driving in the car and you're like, man, I'm such a stud. Man, my life is so good. Man, I'm so good at this. Like, what if you just said good things to yourself over and over again? You think your life would be different? Absolutely. That's taking ownership. That's talking yourself through it. That's making sure that you are intentional about the words that you're using to yourself and to other people, but to yourself. Who motivates the motivator? You got to talk yourself into these things. If you are the one, like they talked about at the end of that video, if you are the one to change your family's legacy, if you are the one that people are counting on, then you have to be the one talking to yourself to get through these things. Sure, you can have a mentor. Sure, there's people around you that might be able to help. But in general, it's on you. If it is to be, it's up to me. So you got to start speaking a little bit better to yourself. Last thing I wrote down is we got to play offense. Too many people in life play defense. You're playing defense. You're like, oh man, if this comes, we're very reactionary with everything. We play in the survival mode. Survival mode is defense. I'm just doing enough to survive. I need to just survive. I'm just fending off the things so I can just, right, have this little bit of my space and what I need and all this stuff, right? We got it. That's playing defense. We got to go play offense. Playing offense is thriving. Playing offense is going after what you want. It's charging. It's not backing and retreating and just taking what's coming to you. You're going after it. You're playing offense. That is an important thing to understand when you're going after this life that you say you don't need a break from. When you're going after your ideal life, you have to play offense. At some point in your life, you got to go play offense. You got to go win. You got to go win. Winning is whatever that looks like in your life. You get to define what winning is. But we understand the concept of winning versus losing, right? We got to go win. We got to go win the game. We got to be able to look up at the scoreboard and say, we won. We played offense. We didn't just play defense. We put some points on the board. We scored. We did some things to play offense. Like this is such an important mindset to have if you're going to go after your ideal life, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to go after that life, you got to know you're charging forward. You're not retreating. In our text, 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class, number 40 says the world class is determined to win. Determined to win. I'll read this quote from Vince Lombardi because I love it. He says, winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win, like having a winner spirit, wanting to win in life. We can teach this in sports and all this stuff, right? I don't have to go all the way down the rabbit hole of like eighth place trophies. Like that's not the society, the mindset I'm in, right? My daughter's a winner. We're teaching her to be a winner. She has the spirit in her of wanting to be a winner. A lot of the kids, right, that are around, they want to be winners. But you got to want to win in your life. You got to know what that is, and you got to want to go. It's not acceptable to lose. You got to go win. You got to be determined to. Here's what it says in the text, though. It says, as simple as it sounds, many times the only thing that separates winners from losers is pure determination. While the winning difference may be slight, the thought process that makes the difference is huge. Again, if you change your thinking, you change your life. It's a thought process. Amateur performers spend a substantial amount of time negotiating the price of victory. Amateurs seem to have an endless tape looping through their minds, asking, is the effort worth the reward for winning? Meanwhile, champions focus on winning. Their attitude is whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Champions don't negotiate their efforts and sacrifices en route to victory. The decision to pay any price and bear any burden in the name of victory was made long before the game started. This subtle difference in thinking is a huge advantage. Nowhere is this more apparent than when pain occurs. Amateurs feel pain and seek escape. Professional Professionals expect to feel pain and have been mentally trained to push past it while maintaining a world-class level of performance. Champions are the warriors of the world. Their outstanding preparation, both mental and physical, makes them unstoppable and ferocious on any performance field. This is a decision that you make, ladies and gentlemen, to say, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough it gets, no matter what adversities come, no matter what the enemy tries to throw my way, like none of that matters. We're going to win. Our family is going to win, right? Like this is a mindset. This is a decision. That's all this is. It's going to get hard, right? It's going to get hard. I want y'all to understand that because the stuff I talk about, sometimes people are like, yeah, easier said than done. Like, I get it. It is easier to talk about this stuff than actually do the stuff. It's easier to like just say these things than actually practice it. In your spiritual life, it's easier to say that you follow Christ or whatever your beliefs are than to actively put that in practice and then show fruit from that. It's hard. It's always easier said than done. Absolutely. It's still the right thing to do. And we still have to shift our thinking so that we can change our life. If we can shift our thinking in this area, if you have this determination, like it says, that's all that this separates. It's just pure determination. It's pure resilience. The people that you know that have the strongest faith have been knocked down the most, have had the hardest road, have had the hardest trials. They like those are the people that we admire. When you look at your business titans of the world, if you actually looked at their stories and looked at how much they failed and look at how much they had to risk and look at how many relationships were broken and all the things, and then see how they got there, some people will be like, well, that's not the road I want to take. Well, can't negotiate the price. They were determined to win. Again, you get to determine what winning looks like in your life. You get to determine what it looks like. It could be financial success. It could be relational. It could be anything, but you get to determine it. And then you have to make a decision that you're going to win. You're going to play the game to win. You're not going to play the game just to survive it, just to play not to lose. You're going to play to win. And that's a mindset and that's an attitude that you then start to put into practice and say, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. If you know your why, your vision is clear, you understand what winning looks like, then it's just on you to do the work, ladies and gentlemen. That's all this comes down to. Comes down to you doing the work, you being intentional about what winning looks like, blocking out all the other distractions, not letting that little voice come in when you're in pain, because that's when it comes in, when you're in pain, when you're tired, when you're exhausted, when you're hurt, when you're like, that's when the voices start coming in. Oh, it's not worth it. Oh, you don't need to do this. Oh, if it were just this. Oh, if you would have made this decision. It's just a voice. You need to capture that thought and say, does this thought serve me? No, let's get rid of that thought. And let's get back to the whatever it takes thought. Whatever it takes. Hey, I'm getting better every day. Hey, I'm better today than I was yesterday. Hey, I'm thinking better this week than I was last week. Hey, I'm seeing progress in my finances. Hey, my savings is going up. Hey, I see me losing some pounds. I see myself, right, gaining better relationships. Man, more people are reaching out to me. Like, you have to constantly talk yourself into this mindset of winning. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So you got to focus on your winning. Action step for today says scale from 1 to 7, 7 being most determined. How determined are you to accomplish your goals and dreams? You have to ask yourself that question, ladies and gentlemen. On a scale from 1 to 7, 7 being most determined, how determined are you to accomplish your goals and dreams? Is it a must? Is it like a 7? Like I have to do this? Because then you get into that whatever it takes mindset and you actually start doing the work. You don't negotiate the price. You don't start asking yourself, is this really worth it? Do I really want that's not those thoughts don't even come in, even if they try to. You don't entertain them. So, how determined are you to accomplish your goals and dreams? It says, an assessment of the results you have achieved so far is an accurate measure of how determined you've been in the past. Have you gotten to a place where you've achieved a lot of your goals and dreams, or have they fallen by the wayside? Did we get knocked down in a season in our life and just chose to not get back up? It happens to all of us. No shame, no judgment, no guilt. But if we want to move forward, if we want to get to that next version, we have to keep getting back up. We have to keep getting stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually, stronger, physically, stronger. This, what I'm taking you through, if you do the work outside of here, this is the mental gym. That's what this is. This is like going, like you go to the physical gym for your body to make sure your muscles are good. Again, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. If you don't use your muscles, you lose your muscles. Well, this is the mental muscle. This is what this is. It's a mental muscle. If you don't use it, if you get distracted, if you eat junk food, right? Like meaning put garbage into you, you will not be mentally tough enough, emotionally intelligent enough to handle what's up ahead. You'll get knocked down. The super, super physically fat person, right? And again, like they're super out of shape. They're not gonna, when people start chasing them, they're not gonna be able to make it far. When life gets tough and they got to carry people out of the burning building, like they can't do it physically. They can't do it. It's okay. I mean, it's just the way it goes. That's our life. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm helping you through this. That's why I'm encouraging y'all to do this. Get mentally good. Pay attention to this stuff. Get locked in. Get focused. Go win for your family. It just takes you being intentional. You got another opportunity to do it today. You got another opportunity if God gives you breath tomorrow to do it tomorrow. And you just keep getting better every single day, y'all. I love you guys. I want you to win. I want you to win. Your families are counting on you to win. Your families are counting on you to get this information, build the capacity, sacrifice, do what you need to do in order to get your family, you and your family, to where you got to go. It's going to take work. It's going to take sacrifice. You might not see your family all the time. You might go broke for a little bit. Like there's just all types of things that come into play. You're going to lose friends. Family is not going to understand you. Like there's going to be a bunch of stuff, and you're strong enough to make it happen. So go do it. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Push yourself out of your comfort zone this weekend. Do something that scares you. Do something that changes you. Let's come back and make this thing happen again next week. See you guys on Monday. Love you guys.